Okay, the next topic is this is an interesting topic. Uh, my first thought is that I find a lot of electrical equipment useful. Mm, the next one I want to tell you uh, is prediction. Yeah, I describe the prediction, and I think city in the future will be more uh, dense populated. At the same time, people will still require transportation. So I think the transportation in the future, cities will be more modern, fast, and convenient. Describe the current trend and say this trend will probably continue. Oh, mm, yeah. I personally think there's a growing trend across the world of futuristic city emerging where transportation is becoming more convenient to meet the growing demands of population. This trend will probably continue going forward. Um, yeah, describe how you feel about this question. Yeah, according to me, I like this trend as more futuristic city um, will emerge. A good example of futuristic city is, I think I will say, uh, is the New York. New York, I think so, where people have access to clean transportation and live in compact spaces like high rises. Okay, instead that there have been trend over the past decade. Uh, in the past few decades, there have definitely been some noticeable changes in education through generations. Mm, describe the first comparison. I mean, most notably, students today can no longer be punished physically by teacher. While in the past that were pretty common. Yeah, students in Vietnam today can no longer be punished physically by teachers. While in the past that were pretty common. I think it's not a good trend. Yeah, it's second comparison. Yeah, another way is that education has trained teacher student interaction. Today it's more normal to see students answering questions and having discussion. While in the past, the teacher simply lectures and the student listens silently. Yeah, describe how you feel about this trend. Um, Overall, I think education is um, making a good progress in my country. Yeah, I think so.
I think cities in the future will be more densely populated. At the same time, people will still require transportation, so I think the transportation in future cities will be more modern, fast, and convenient. In fact, I think there is a growing trend across the world of futuristic cities emerging where transportation is becoming more convenient to meet the growing demands of the population. This trend will probably grow going forward. I personally like this trend as more futuristic cities will emerge. A good example of a futuristic city, I'd say, is Tokyo, where people have access to clean transportation and live in compact spaces like high rises.
Okay, the next one.
In the past few decades, there have definitely been some noticeable changes in education through generations. I mean, most notably, Students today can no longer be punished physically by teachers, while in the past, that was pretty common. Another way that education has changed is teacher student interaction. Today, it's more normal to see students answering questions and having discussions, while in the past, the teacher simply lectured and the students listened silently. Overall, I think education is making progress in my country.
Okay, stated there are few different between two things. For me, quite a few differences between life in the city and life in the country. Life in the city and in the country is vastly different. The first conversation. Okay, first of all, the way people interact with each other is different. For example, in a small town, people usually wave to say hello or notice stranger in town. Meanwhile, in a big city, most people ignore each other and try to keep each other space in public. Yeah, another big difference between the two is the amount of noise, which is higher in cities and narrower in small town. So, life in both places varies. Mm, okay, you can say something. Okay, so we talk about the problem. I think violence TV on TVs is the most problematic for children. But there is really a simple way to make it stop because there is demand for action, oral or excitement on TV. I want to talk about the first solution. The way I see it, there are two possible ways to deal with violence on TV show. The first is to make policies that actually ban that kind of programming altogether, although that would likely not be popular. And I will talk about the second solution. The second way could be educate people on why violent TV shows are prob- problematic and see if they will stop watching the show to narrow the demand for them. Okay, and I will describe how you feel about the problem and the solution. Um, I mean, either way, I think this problem probably isn't going to disappear, and we just want a simple solution. Phenomenon, okay? Um, phenomenon. Mm, talk about the phenomenon. Yeah. Water pollution. Actual water pollution. Water pollution definitely has more structured effect on our health. Point out the cause or effect. From what I understand, water pollution is caused mostly by human activity. So it seems like the likely sources of water pollution would be factory, runoff from farm and sewage from city. That's good. Mm. I will probably use an example of the cause and effect. Yeah, for instance, I've seen a few studies recently that declare the ocean reached barrier reef to death due to man-made pollution and garbage uh, in the water. Um, yeah, I think it's quite sad, as that probably could have been prevented if people paid more attention to the effect big industry has on the environment. Yeah. Um, as far as I love watching TV, it's probably one of the most popular pastime for people in my country. Yeah, so that's all that I want to tell you.